Previously on Plotting Parsons. I don't know if I can make this armor, especially not without Delvin. If you guys could do me a favor and go plead my case to Delworth, and he beckons you over and you follow her. This looks like a cavern. You guys wanted to get into the castle, right? If you meet me at the entrance to the tunnel at first moonlight tomorrow night, I can get you into the castle.
I'm gonna run over to the table with the cauldron on it.
There's a piece of paper sitting next to the cauldron. You notice that the piece of paper that you have looks like it was torn out of one of the books. And it's even just scrawled onto the corner of the page. On the rest of the page is some Elvish. And you notice one of the books, as you flip through them, you stop on one of the pages, it looks like it was torn out.
Nice. I'll take that book.
And Locke is there, and he's looking at his feet a little bit.
We were wondering if you could help us out with something, Locke.
And also tell us where you live. On a note.
We don't read Elvish, and we were wondering if you could tell us what this book is.
It looks like some kind of potion, but it talks a lot about lycanthropy.
Do I recognize what lycanthropy is?
It is a curse that makes someone become a werewolf.
Oh. I do have this definitely not rancid meat.
Steve Jr. sees the meat and lunges for it and gobbles it up.
Good boy.
I'm eating a banana.
Oh, why does it sound like chips?
Isn't it a frozen banana? It's really crunchy.
It sounds like chips, like crackle, crackle, crackle.
All right. Well, let me do the housekeeping. The first thing.
Housekeeping?
Yeah, do a little bit of housekeeping. The first thing is
Okay.
that I was listening back to some older episodes and realized that the first time you met Locke, he told you to come during the day because his parents weren't around. In the last episode, when you came during the day, he told you to come during the night because that's when his parents aren't around.
Wait.
So,
Yeah, he was pretty upset with us for just showing up in the middle of the day like we did.
just to make sure that we are closing that inconsistency, go with the last thing he said.
Okay.
He wants
I
to
was
come.
going to suggest that maybe he doesn't have parents.
I'm just making it up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I sent you a message.
On what?
On Roll 20.
On roll 20. It says he.
Well, you're not supposed to say it, everyone.
It was a secret he.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I went against your confidence.
Oh boy.
The second thing I want to bring up is specifically for Steve. Steve, I was reading about your minor illusion, and I want to tighten it up a little bit. You've been going pretty crazy with it, and I've really enjoyed it. But because there are stronger illusions you can learn, I want to make sure this isn't overpowered. So the two things that keep in mind is three things. The first thing is that it's 30 feet range. If it's farther than 30 feet from now on, you won't be able to cast it.
We're 30 feet from me.
Yeah, 30 feet from you. The second bit is that it lasts 1 minute. After 1 minute, it's gone. So I think you'd made Cooki look like he was wearing clothes for like a whole day.
Oh yeah.
I made people think that he's wearing
So it lasts 1 minute, and people can inspect the illusion and might be able to reveal that it's an illusion. So that's something I might start having suspicious people doing. That's it. You can still do the illusions. You can make them 5 feet by 5 feet big, which is pretty big.
Okay, so no cutting off giant's heads.
Yeah. You were only able to slice off part of his head, but
You
yeah.
only had his nose.
Last thing is I want to quickly set up where you guys were last time. You want to recap what happened last time?
Well, I almost died, if I remember correctly, because that hairy, smelly man
hugged you
hugged
too
me.
much.
And
Kill him with love.
You kind of submitted to a sad hug from Henrik the Hairy and allowed yourself to suffocate in his nest of hair.
Yeah, I was ready to go.
Steve or Theeva, you want to add any to what happened last time?
He tried to do a horse race and it went badly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great recap.
Steve, anything to add?
He almost died.
Great. I'm glad we boiled.
And And he didn't ride my pig.
That's true.
We did talk to Luke,
Lock.
Locke, right?
Lachlan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to Locke last time, and he read or tried to read some of the book that we got. So when we went to talk to Locke, he looked at the book that we had, or specifically the page that we pulled out of the book. And for a spell, I've been taking notes, guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to say any of this.
Oh,
It was for a spell called lycanthropy, which has something to do with stopping someone from turning into a wolf.
Yeah, actually, you rolled an Arcana check for this, Theeva, so you know all about lycanthropy. Yeah.
I know all. Do I know more than it's about stopping someone from turning into a wolf?
Lycanthropy itself is a curse that turns people into werewolves.
yeah, it's a curse.
About
Just a curse. It's not that bad. Just a curse.
so it was
Yeah.
about
Wouldn't mind getting that.
reversing the lycanthropy.
Why? Why would you not mind getting a curse?
I'm gonna be like
It
Professor.
seemed like he
Luke.
was trying to prevent it, but he wasn't able to understand
Got
it fully. Okay, and more granularly, Cookie, you are unconscious but stable, but with no health, and I think Ted just picked you up and you're walking out of
I
the...
think Ted needs a strength check for that.
He does not, because Cookie only weighs 33 pounds after losing a foot.
How much did his foot weigh?
2 pounds, we decided.
Did you weigh it on a scale?
Yeah, I did, actually. Yeah.
Oh no. In the shark's mouth.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, we weighed the shark before and after.
It's been start before and after.
So yeah, it's like, I'd say it's solidly mid-afternoon. You have an unconscious Cookie. You probably should rest up.
That sounds really weird. An unconscious cookie.
Yeah, the Cookie has not gained sentience yet. But you probably want to rest up before you meet Penny at first moonlight to enter the castle.
Yeah, I need my spells back.
Yeah, we should probably rest.
You might be able to fit in a long rest. Yeah, I'd give you that if that's all. If you want to just do that and that's all you get to do before moonlight.
I mean, we're about to go into a castle to steal a prisoner, so I feel like we want all of our spells. That's
Well,
at least a stand.
Why don't we at the very least let me long rest since I used my spells? You guys can go off and do whatever you want. You guys haven't used
Nick, the
anything,
last-
have you?
Well, that's true, we haven't.
Cookie, the last time that happened,
Oh, I used my.
you got your foot bitten off. Actually, the last time that happened, you almost died by.
Just leave me somewhere safe, like the abandoned house.
I don't think anywhere is safe. You can't even be with Henrik the Hairy.
Theeva did use a spell. She used Speak with Animals last time, if you remember. She spoke
But yeah.
with the horse.
One of the other reasons that you didn't die. One of the other reasons.
Alright, then let's sleep.
Sleep it off.
Let's go
So
back
you-
to our favorite place. The free hotel.
So you guys go back to the abandoned building. I love how you've co-opted this building. I didn't know that you'd do that, but...
What's wrong? What did we do wrong?
Okay, so you walk in... Is this what you do? You walk into the building.
Yeah.
You open the
Or
door.
the library.
You open the door,
Oh my
and
God.
it is a mess. Shelves are destroyed. There are books and pages scattered everywhere.
Oh, I forgot you guys destroyed this place.
I forgot Cookie destroyed this place. That's what you meant to say, right?
It's like it's kind of horrifying. You forgot how much you destroyed this place.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to sleep now. I'm gonna have to clean this stupid place up.
I guess
I
Ted,
can't say anything. I'm
Ted
unconscious.
brings you up to the bed and lays you on it, Cookie, because you're unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna start picking some things up because I can't handle this. This is ridiculous.
Okay. You're not going to be able to long rest if you are cleaning.
I know.
Why
I
can't we?
know. Hopefully, I won't need to speak to animals. No, that's
Why
probably
doesn't Ted clean up or something? Ted never does the cleaning.
He's like the strongest person. Why would he need to do cleaning? He's like the one who saves our lives.
I just entered a criminal underground competition and won the whole thing for you guys. I'm still pretty tired. I'm going to sleep. And he just lays on the ground by the foot of the bed and falls asleep.
All right. I guess I'll go to sleep and try not to think about the disaster of a place this is.
Okay, you guys sleep?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so you go to sleep and you wake up.
I'm gonna try and practice his bagpipes.
Okay. Get a quick
sleeping.
Because he won't be able to do that well.
Okay, roll
Because he
performance.
never could do it well.
Roll a performance there.
Performance.
Is anybody gonna wake up from this?
Depends
Nine.
what he rolls.
I got an 11.
With an 11, you're working on. I don't know how many notes you know. I think you know one note. You're working on your second note, and you get a semblance of a sound to come out, but it's not quite there. So you can play 1.5 notes now.
But I don't actually know that it's wrong. Well, I do because I heard Cookie say that, I guess.
It's like not fully formed. It sounds like pretty breathy and it like spotty. It comes in and out. So you know it's not. You haven't quite got it. I guess Ted will do a Constitution saving throw to see if he sleeps through this. He doesn't. He wakes up.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm sleeping right next to Cookie's bagpipes.
Okay. He comes down and he looks at you pretending to sleep and he picks up the bagpipe and he brings it upstairs. He lays back on the ground and falls back asleep.
I'm gonna look at my bagpipes, but they aren't gonna be there because I don't have them anymore, and I'm gonna be like, hope I can sleep this tonight. What about the other people?
Theeva, do a Constitution saving roll. See if you wake up.
I'm gonna be real cranky if I wake up.
You wake up.
I'm also still pretending to sleep. What about Cookie?
She critically failed, so like you like wake up like with a gasp and you're like grabbing for like stuff that's not there and you almost have a heart attack.
Probably because of the mess.
I am very confused about my surroundings. I look around and
you see Ted grabbing the bagpipes and going upstairs with them.
Oh, I let out such a groan. And I try to roll over and go back to sleep.
Okay.
Weren't you gonna do anything to Ted? What about Cookie?
Cookie is so unconscious, he doesn't wake up. He's kind of comatose. All right, I'm going to speed this up. You guys sleep through the next 6 hours. You get all your hit points back, all your spell slots back. You wake up, the sun is setting. You know you have about just enough time before the first moonlight to get to where you're supposed to meet Penny.
Wait, is it a full moon?
It is. You can't tell yet. The moon's not out. The sun's setting.
That is a very good.
When does the moon come out? Because the moon doesn't necessarily come out at night.
Is it a full sun?
You can't see the moon even if it's out because the sun's still out.
Is it a full sun?
That sounds astronomically inaccurate.
What you can't
Nick, everything here is astronomically inaccurately. I'm a dragonborn.
The moon when the sun's out.
You can.
You sometimes can.
You sometimes can, and right now you can't.
I'm a dragonborn. That is not astronomically correct.
All right, I'm going to wake up, and I am going to gather my belongings and start going around and make sure everybody else is awake.
Yeah, everyone's awake.
Great. I'm gonna.
Cookie,
I'm still pretending to sleep.
I'm gonna walk to the door and announce that it is time to go.
Why? Oh, Ted's bagpipe playing woke me up. Ted's upstairs, so he doesn't even hear me.
No, Ted came downstairs at this point. He just stares at you.
What?
He does that thing where he puts like two fingers towards his eyes, then 2 fingers towards your eyes. Like, I'm watching you, buddy. I know what you're doing when we're trying to sleep.
What? What am I doing when I'm trying to sleep?
You're practicing Cookie's bagpipes.
No, I'm not.
And
I have to practice my bagpipes?
We don't have a ton of time to have this conversation.
I have to boil them out?
All right, so Cookie spends the next 3 hours boiling the mouthpiece in the cauldron, and then you guys miss the moonlight. And
So I am now just going to open the door and again be like, "It's time to go, guys."
All right.
Yeah, Ted. Okay. Why do you play those bagpipes? You interrupted Cookie's mouthpiece.
Ted glares at you again, and then he pretends to punch you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay. 13.
With a 13, you flinch, and Ted's like, "Yeah, that's right."
Now, and now,
walks
and now I'm gonna, and now I'm gonna
Oh no.
fall on the ground. Like he got me.
Alright, you pretend he got you. Yeah. Ted just looks back and he's like, "Wow, that was very effective."
Oh, come on.
Okay.
And he gives you that thing one more time with the two fingers at his eyes and two that
But
twitch.
I can't see him.
He doesn't even care. He's pretty happy with how this went. He's out the door.
Oh, jeez. Why is he so mean? Why is he mean during
That
so
was
much?
unted-like behavior. I wonder if the time in the underground fighting ring turned Ted a little.
And he pops his collar, pulls out a cigarette. Nah, I'm just
What?
kidding.
Wait, why?
Just kidding.
I got up and I was like, ugh.
Like, you just feel good?
No, I just said that.
Okay.
So we're meeting Penny at the entrance behind the brush. Yes? What we're doing?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Steve, I want you to do a perception check. Steve,
Yeah.
I want you to
Perception?
do a perception
Sure.
check.
Perception. Where's perception? Hey, where's
Quality
my perception?
start to the biggest battle that we've ever done.
Wait, we're doing a big battle?
I don't know.
Well, you're storming a castle, right? So
We're sneaking.
So?
Sneaking into a castle.
you're doing a boss stage. Whether you're fighting someone or not, yet to be seen. But yeah, you are storming a castle.
Perception.
You'll see, I've got my ninja costume on now.
I just
Yeah,
got
I
a 10.
A 10? You don't notice anything. Cookie, if I remember correctly, you have no clothes except for the ninja costume.
That's right.
Okay. You guys walk toward the entryway to the underground tunnels to meet up with Penny. And now the sun's fully down, and you do notice the moon in the sky. It's pretty bright. You don't know if it's full or not, but you know it's pretty close if it isn't.
Oh, having some bad feelings about that whole werewolf thing, guys.
Oh, because
Why?
of full moon?
There's nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah, that's wrong with it.
So you get to the entrance to the underground tunnel, and you're just kind of standing there, like you're like, yeah, are we supposed to like go in or like we're supposed to wait out here? And then you hear like a rustling inside the tunnel, and from the darkness pops Penny, and she's like, all right, you guys made it. That's great. And she takes a look at you guys, and especially Cookie, and she's like, what are you wearing? What is it?
It's my clothes. It's my ninja costume.
You're trying to do a sneaky castle job, and you put on a ninja costume?
Well, who would sneak better than a ninja?
But you're not a ninja.
That's a good point. Does anyone have like one of those chair leg softener things that I could put on my peg leg to make it quieter?
She like shakes her head, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's actually a pretty sweet peg leg."
Thanks.
And she like has like this sack over her shoulder, and she pulls it out, and she's like, "You guys are lucky. We've gotten a lot of turnover recently in the castle, so I was able to snag these without anyone noticing." And she pulls out 4 guard uniforms, and she hands them to you guys, and she's like, "I'm not sure what to tell you about your faces, like your lizard faces. No offense, but that might be a pretty big giveaway, but this is the best I can do." And she looks down at Steve Jr. and she's like, "You brought a pig?"
He does tend to come with us everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. I like pigs.
Except for to the underground race for some reason. Forgot about him.
Well, I didn't want anyone to ride him.
Oh boy. Okay, well you guys are kind of on your own for that, but here's what I'll say. We're getting a lot of new folks in to guard the castle. I would just, if anyone asks, you're new, and that should get you pretty far. But yeah, you're gonna have to figure out the faces on your own, and the pig. I got nothing for you there.
Is there somebody that does the hiring of the guards? Like, who usually does the hiring of the guards?
I mean, technically, we all work for Lord Delworth.
Okay, wonderful. So if I'm just like, Delworth brought me in as a new guard. I'll be good.
Wait, guys, I've got an idea.
Uh-oh.
We're trying to get to the dungeon, right?
Yes.
So why don't we stage a crime where I'm the criminal in my ninja costume, and you can take me to the dungeon.
You've had worse ideas.
This is a pretty bad idea.
And I have a pet pig that I'll have with me.
No.
Okay, maybe not that then.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if that's how we get ourselves down there, right? We just pretend like we're bringing you down.
Yeah, and you're new, so you don't know where the dungeon is. You need help finding it.
Penny's like, I love this planning session, but I gotta get back, so why don't I show you the way and then you can keep planning once we get there. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Thanks, Penny.
Okay, cool. And she beckons you to follow. She lights up a little torch that she has, and you follow her through these tunnels, through these caverns. You pass by a few branches that she doesn't turn down. And while you're walking, she's like, yeah, you probably remember this from last time, but just in case, I'll just bring it up again that there are so many tunnels down here. A few of us know about them, but a lot of people don't. They go everywhere under the city. A few of them go out of the city. And of course, there's one that goes to the castle. And that's where we're going. And you guys keep walking. The tunnels go dip down a bit. They get a little wetter. Your boots are squeaking with moisture under you. I guess in Cookie's position, every now and then your peg leg sops into the mud a little bit, and you have to yank it out. Whatever has to wait for you. And you get to a branch. There's 3 branches at this point, and she's like, "We're almost under the castle now, and I'll just point these branches out. One of these goes to the ocean. One of these goes to the crypts, and one of these goes to the castle."
Does she point out which one goes to which?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same.
You can ask her. She doesn't point them out directly.
Which one goes to the ocean?
Yeah, sure. This one, she points to the one so you're facing this branch of 3 from where you came. One juts off a little bit to the left. One goes pretty much straight, and one juts off to the right. And she points to the one to the left, and she's like, "Yeah, that one goes to the ocean." And she points to the one that goes straight. She says, "That one goes down into the crypt. So honestly, I've never been down there." And she points to the one to the right, and she's like, "This is the one we're gonna go through. This one goes to the castle." And she starts down that path, and you guys follow her a little ways longer. It's 5 minutes walking. The path starts elevating a little bit, and it gets a little bit drier, and then it opens up into a little opening. Yeah, it opens up into an opening. Very eloquent, but it is. It's 6 foot by 6 foot opening, and you can see by torchlight there's a shoddy like ladder that goes up towards the top of the room. And she says, "Yeah, so this ladder, I'm gonna go up it before you guys. I don't really want to be seen with you guys. No offense, but this ladder goes up to the food storage room, and there's a little hole covered by hay, covered by a barrel. You're gonna have to shove out of the way. Please just put it back. We want to keep the secret. If you turn left out of the food storage room, you'll get to the dungeon. But I will warn you guys, there's lots of guards there. Obviously, that's where most of the guards are. If you turn right, you're gonna get to the rest of the castle. There's some stairs and such. I don't know exactly why you guys are here and what exactly you want, but I suspect it's because of something Lord Delworth did. I have an idea. It's probably because he hurt you guys, or he hurt someone you care about." And she reaches into her bag again, and she pulls out a little. It's a case. It's like a foot long, pretty skinny, and she hands it to you, Cookie.
Wow, thank you for this. I've been looking for a glasses case for a while.
We all feel this way. The last year or so, it's time to end that cycle.
Oh boy.
I want you to think about it.
You think we're the chosen ones?
No, definitely not. But I know you're here. I know you're in a unique circumstance. Listen, the walls are coming down, and you gotta think, which side do you want to be on?
Interesting statement.
With that, she gives this little salute. It's she bares her fingers into her palm while keeping her knuckles outstretched, and she like beats her chest with it. And she says, "If you go through with it, there's payment in it for you. A few of us, we've been contributing to a pot. Let me tell you, in the hallway where all the knights boarding is, and they're all empty because the knights are all out, probably. I know Sir Gildry's here, but I don't think he's gonna be busy. Trust me, he's always out. That's the best way to approach Lord Delworth's room. There's 5 vases sitting along the wall. The middle one, it has a good chunk of money in it. If you do this, take it all."
Wow.
What is it that we're doing?
She like motions towards the case.
Okay.
Do you open it?
Yeah, sure. I'll open it.
Okay, you open it. Inside's a dagger. On the hilt of the dagger, there's an inscription of a bear. She does the salute again, bumping her chest, and then she pulls her sleeve up a little bit, and you see a tattoo, like a crude tattoo of a bear on the inside of her forearm, and she pulls it down again.
Oh boy.
I take the dagger and I pretend to cut off my leg, but my leg is already cut off. So I go, "Ah!" But then I'm like, "Aha, I got you guys. My leg's already cut off."
You didn't get me. Also, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Face palm.
She's like, "Before I change my mind, I'm gonna leave, all right? You guys figure out your stuff down here, and please think about it. It would be a service, not just to you, not just to us, but the entire realm." And she gives you the salute one last time and climbs the ladder and goes back into the castle.
So guys, I'm really wishing I had maybe read a little bit more in that library about the history here, like what's going on.
Yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah, I wish I had.
Sadly,
Can I do like an Arcana check on the dagger to try and figure out what the bear symbol means?
You can do an Arcana check. Well, if you're trying to figure out what the bear
History
symbol
check,
means,
maybe?
it might be a history check.
I'll do a history check. I got an 18.
Nice.
Okay, you're inspecting this dagger, and what you know from your history check is that the bear symbol's kind of like etched on. Like this it looks like this dagger was just a regular dagger, and then someone like with like
Carved it in.
with another knife or
A dagger.
sharp object carved this bear figure onto here. It looks kind of crude. It looks very similar to what you saw on her forearm in that respect. For that reason, you don't think it has any historical significance that you can tell. Other than that, the bear itself is a symbol of freedom, symbol of independence, and a symbol of honor throughout the realm. But there's no like historical significance otherwise. You also notice, because you're looking so closely at the dagger, you notice that the hilt is wooden and the blade itself is silver.
Blade is silver.
Silver.
Is
Ah,
it the werewolf thing?
yeah, we gotta kill a werewolf with it.
Is Delworth the werewolf?
yeah.
Can I do
Where's
what other checks?
the nice knight, the werewolf?
Huh?
The Sir Gildry. Maybe he's the werewolf.
But she was talking about Delworth because she was like, I think why you're here is because Delworth did like wronged you, and we all feel that way. And then she was like, dagger, you know.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
I think she wants us to kill him, which is terrifying. We'd be in a lot of trouble. You did a history check on it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check. Can I do that?
Mhm.
Got an yeah.
You got a
20,
high
yeah,
number, like a 19 or above. You
22.
it doesn't seem magical. There are no runes or anything you see. You can confirm that the blade is silver. The hilt looks like it's made out of some common wood, like maybe oak.
Can I think back? What would I do if I want to think back about any werewolf lore?
You want to check back on werewolf lore. I guess this would be Arcana as well. I'll just keep your
Okay,
last
cool.
roll. Yeah, I mean, you for some reason you know a lot about lycanthropy. Maybe that's something you studied before you self-exiled out of your commune. But you know that being werewolf is a curse. There are different degrees of what that looks like. Some werewolves just go out of control at the full moon. Some werewolves have some semblance of control over when they turn into a werewolf and when they don't. You know, when they are in their werewolf form, they're very hard to hurt. with like piercing objects, but silver will do it. They also know that they're susceptible to any magical weaponry or attacks.
Cool.
It can be cured sometimes. It's pretty hard. It can be like muted, and it can be spread.
Cool.
Spread. Interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, oh,
Kind of
man.
what I want.
Red?
Excuse me.
Why do we need red?
Spread.
Yeah, why do we need spreading?
The werewolf disease. So,
Think about how much more effective we'd be if we were all werewolves.
I
for the
mean,
month.
some of us are a little more out of control as it is as humans. So, I don't know that, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, Dana. Go ahead. Yeah, Cookie.
So I am having a couple thoughts here, guys. The first is that I don't really feel like killing someone. So there's that. But then my other thought is that we have this page. I just wish we could figure out, like, we have this page that's about stopping, we think is about stopping the werewolf curse, like the anti-lycanthropy page.
Oh yeah.
But we can't read it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like we might have to murder him.
But wasn't he a good lord before, like, this past year?
Yeah, I guess so. But
People were like, he's
no,
the
we
guy.
don't know for sure. We only know from the people we've talked to.
Right. Be a real
Might
bummer.
just be like a midlife crisis. The werewolf thing might just be like on the side.
It actually has nothing to do with the fact that he's been turned into a werewolf. He's just like cranky that he's an older person now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his convertible.
Okay. We need to have a plan here.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, how do you feel about my plan? What about my plan?
Well, that
What about my plan?
You don't have a plan.
Oh, yeah.
So make me into a criminal. I can come up with a backstory just in case.
Sure.
And take me to the dungeon. That'll be your excuse.
To get down there. But I have a feeling once we steal a prisoner, we're going to want to get out of here pretty fast. So I'm trying to figure out, we also are going to want to not be here too long after we murder a lord. So if we're doing both of these things, we need to have a plan.
Also, you should definitely try to talk to some of the guards. If there's some that are on our side,
Then that's good.
then that's good. And if
Yeah,
there's
but
some that can give us
also-
some more information, that's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick.
Maybe the prisoners have heard something.
Maybe the prisoners are really
Are
guards
we
in
only
disguise.
releasing our prisoner? Wouldn't it make sense to release all of them?
No.
I agree with Isaiah here because I agree with
Because
agree
then
with-
we wouldn't be able to be like, oh, we're just releasing this prisoner because he's not a prisoner anymore.
Right. We're releasing
Yeah.
all the prisoners. Also, we don't
Think
know
about
when
it.
he's
Think about it. We could release all the prisoners at once, and then we'd have the perfect cover to get to Dilworth.
Did you just call him Dilworth?
Isaiah with the snipes today.
Picklesworth.
Okay, Picklesworth.
Get to the king, the lord.
Okay, what do we want to do, guys?
That's my plan. Does anyone have any other
Talk
ideas?
to Dilworth?
I think I'm hesitant to release all of the prisoners.
Well, if you think about it, most of them are probably just couldn't pay their taxes.
I do think a lot of them are probably that
Yeah.
situation.
And even if there's like bad criminals, all the better. That'll just cover our tracks.
Huh. I mean, nothing like all of the prisoners that have been jailed by Delworth to be released to cover up his murder. Yeah, that's a good point. I think it's not going to be quite that easy, though, to just go in and release all the prisoners. Like, we'd have to have a pretty empty jail except for, like, the 5 of us, sorry, Steve Jr.
Why is that? We can just hold the door open.
I feel like they're in like handcuffs.
Or at least not all in one cell.
Oh yeah, we don't know what it's gonna look like, I guess.
Yeah, you guys know nothing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We can't assume that, like, there's one cell with all of the criminals and we just hold open the door and they all come out.
I don't
Well-
really think they're that.
We have got to. We have keys.
I don't think they're that good at doing.
Yeah, we don't
stuff.
even have keys, do we?
Yeah, how would we even open it?
Guys, we are wildly unprepared for this
All right,
time.
so that's why it's important for me to be a pretend criminal.
Uh-huh.
Need to borrow the keys from somebody.
Someone's gonna die today, guys.
Yeah, we're killing the Lord.
Okay, so our baseline here is we go up with you as the pretend prisoner, and you and Steve Jr. as pretend prisoners.
Yeah.
And then we find a way to release as many prisoners as possible. And then some number of us are going to go up and kill the Lord, and then we escape. That's our plan.
What if the prisoners are like really angry at us for some weird reason?
Then that would be something I think we need to deal with if and when that happens.
I think that would just be something that someone that we shouldn't let go.
Yeah, if there's one with like, one that looks like he or she is going to be a little extra crazy, maybe we skip that step. But like, regardless, trying to make sure we have a general idea of what we're doing here. Is that the order of things?
How do we want to get the key? Do you suppose all of them have keys? Probably not, right?
Probably not. I mean, I'm planning on trying to talk to somebody and just playing dumb. It's going to go poorly.
Yeah.
I have the ability, one of the things I think I know how to do, making it so that way we can be extra sneaky and we're pretty much guarded from anyone noticing us.
Oh, that's right.
Which would probably be helpful when we try to carry out murder. That's
a good call. Can't you become animals? Do you have that?
Yeah, she can become become a beaver.
A badger.
A badger. I literally forgot I can do that.
Isn't that
the thing? Yeah, it's the thing. Yeah.
So can you distill your plan into a summary for me?
So you've got me. I'm the criminal. I committed a crime. That's why you're bringing me into the castle.
You did? What crime did you commit?
I'll come up with it on the spot.
What do you mean? What crime did you commit?
I tried to steal a Tinker's kit from the Tinker's kit stand.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
That's true. That'll make it more convincing.
What do you mean make it more convincing? You did do it.
Oh, there you go.
You actually didn't try and steal a Tinker's kit from Tinker's kit stand because he ran out.
There weren't any left, right? I set fire to books in the library, so I'm going to use that as my story.
That's like the worst. I don't think you could get arrested for doing that.
What?
Wait, no, you could.
Okay, so 3 of you are guards? Or 2, Ted and Theeva and Steve are all playing guards?
Yeah, you guys should probably put on your costumes, shouldn't you?
Yeah, but also I'm wondering if it makes sense for all 3 of us to be brand new guards just walking in together, being like, hey guys, we're all new together.
I suppose you could be a badger.
I could be a badger.
How big are badgers? Can badgers fit through the
No, they're too big to fit through bars.
Yeah, they're pretty fat.
They're quite fat. Yeah.
Oh.
Badgers are quite big.
Can't they burrow though?
I don't know.
I'm trying to
Isn't she supposed to be able to learn how to turn into more animals?
I never picked a new one, which is I guess a problem now.
Yeah, you could have chose a mouse.
So
badgers are also known as Brocks.
Lord Brocktree. So 3 of you are new guards / maybe one's a badger. You're going to just confidently stroll into the dungeon with Cooki and declare him a petty criminal and lock him up and then just walk away.
Oh, we should probably come up with something when they're trying to lock me up. Should I try and fight back?
So here's another thing we could consider.
No, you should pretend to have fainted. Because you're light.
What if you are not a criminal, but instead you are someone who was unable to pay his taxes?
Not that again.
Are also criminals?
We can ask where all the people who were unable to pay their taxes go, and at least maybe we'll get some direction to where our person is.
Oh.
What's the guy's name we're trying to say?
Delvin.
We gotta find Delvin.
This is probably a very overcrowded jail. I think we'll have no trouble releasing lots of people.
Okay, you guys have been powwowing down here for
Oh man, we better hurry. Let's get going. I start up the ladder.
Okay. Before you guys go up, can you tell me what each of you are wearing?
I've got my ninja costume on still. That's all I've got.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Out of the guard
I don't know
costume.
what I'm wearing.
Are you wearing? You're a guard, right, Steve?
Oh yeah,
You know-
what are you guys gonna do about your
you know-
dragon heads?
Well, that's why I'm thinking I might turn into an animal.
You mean badger?
I'm looking to see what my options are.
And Steve, you can just make your head look like a human head or something.
For a minute.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Oh gosh. What about Steve Jr.?
He's a pig.
You think?
He can pretend to be a pig.
Good.
So 2 dragonborns and a pig are just gonna walk in with a ninja costumed prisoner and
No, a
Okay.
beaver and a pig.
a badger, and that's your plan.
I mean, I'm really trying to quickly find what I can turn into, and it's turning out to be much more challenging than expected.
What level are we? Level 2?
Pretty sure 4.
We're 4.
Alright, so you can be a frog, a seahorse, crab, an octopus, a quipper, a giant crab, a poisonous snake, constrictor snake, giant frog, giant poisonous snake, an ape, a black bear, a crocodile, a giant seahorse, a reef shark, a swarm of insects, a warhorse, a baboon, a badger, a cat, a deer, a giant fire beetle, a goat, a hyena, a jackal, a lizard, a rat, a scorpion, a spider, a weasel, a camel, a giant rat, a giant weasel, a mastiff, a mule, a pony, an axe beak, a boar, a draft horse, an elk, a giant badger, giant centipede, giant goat, giant lizard, giant wolf, spider, panther, riding horse, swarm of rats, or a wolf.
Okay, I should probably be like a rat or a spider or something, right?
You should be a spider.
You think a spider can unlock a lock?
Oh,
I
yeah.
am not sure, but I need to be something small.
Yeah, but what if you get squished?
Yeah, a spider maybe not. I'll be a rat maybe.
Like, it was spider. Game over.
What if you were a
It
warhorse?
was squished in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then we'd have to stabilize the spider.
Giant centipede. That could work.
Steve, do a perception roll.
13.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Can we run under the assumption that we can keep going? I'm either going to be a centipede or a rat, and I'm just figuring that out.
In real life?
Oh, they're real?
Yeah.
How big are they?
Like the size of your, like the length of your foot and like an inch thick.
Whoa.
You could probably take a lock. So many legs.
Okay.
Did you know that centipedes never have 100 legs?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I learned that from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so here's my thought. I am going to try to find Delvin. Like, as soon as we head up, that's going to be my goal. Find Delvin.
That's a good idea.
What if you can't find Delvin?
Then we're in a little bit of a pickle, aren't we?
Are they dill pickles?
And then I can show you where it is. Like, I don't know how. I'll figure that out.
Try and find the key too.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a key.
Just find it.
Get a key. Are we ready?
Sure.
Yep.
Bye.
Affirmative.
So just to confirm, you're either going to be a rat or a spider.
Or a centipede.
Or
Rat or
centipede.
centipede.
Cookie, you are dressed in ninja costume. Steve, you are wearing a uniform with a dragon face. And Ed's wearing a uniform. And you have a pig.
Yes,
That's right.
that is kind of where we're at.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, shall we do it?
Let's go.
Can somebody carry me up because I'm going to turn into a rat now, or whatever I am.
All right, I'll carry you up.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm not going to have you roll for that. You're able to do it.
How much time do you have to be a rat?
I have 2 hours.
Can you turn in and out of it at will? Or once you turn back, are you...
I can turn twice.
Giant centipedes eat rats.
Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna be drawing now on the board in Roll20, basically showing you guys what you see at each given moment. You are in this room. You come up right here. There's this barrel, and it's in the bottom part of the room. Ted like shoves it aside and scrapes along the ground. There are a bunch of barrels in all the corners of the room. I would say it's about like 6 feet by 6 feet. It smells of grain, and there's a door to your right that leads into what looks like a hallway of sorts. You can't really see very far down either side, but you do see like a wall that continues on to the left and to the right.
Ah,
Just so everyone knows, I'm going to be a giant rat.
all right.
I am small, but I also have dark vision.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'll put you in my pocket.
thanks. We should make sure to put the barrel back.
What? I can't hear you. You're a rat. All right, guys, let's go.
Ted puts the barrel back, and you guys just head straight out.
Yeah, well, no, we'd head to the left, but we should check and see if there's any good stuff in here. I'll do a perception check.
Sure.
You should also check before we walk out and see if there's anyone there.
Oh, maybe. I'm all about the stuff, though. I got a 20.
Okay. I guess you notice everything about this room. Unfortunately for you, it's just a food stock room. So there are a bunch of barrels. They smell of grains. You suspect there to be like wheat and barley, mostly based on the smell. I guess as a gnome, you have pretty good smell. And
They may be tiny, but they may be small.
there are some barrels of what you gather to be mead. There are some barrels of oats. There are, I would say, a few crates of fruits, but not many because they'd spoil. And yeah, that's it. That's what you know.
I'm gonna drink out of the mead barrel, enough to get me drunk.
They're untapped, so you'd have to like break it open.
Would a dagger work?
Maybe.
All right, I take out my silver dagger and I stab a hole in the bottom of the barrel.
Okay, you stab a hole in the bottom of the barrel.
Bottom part.
Do a strength check to see if you're strong enough to carve a hole into this.
All right,
Yeah, Neckery's strong enough.
I got a 6.
You can. You're like poking at it and like trying to slice at it, but it's barely going that deep into the wood.
Barely.
Ha, barely.
All right, should we go then?
Let's go.
I'm going to just nod my head yes from your pocket.
All right, so we go to the left.
You see another door on your right, a little bit further down the hallway. You see to your right from the exit of the room you were just in, some stairs that go up, and you see down at the end of the hallway to your left, a closed door.
Does anyone remember the directions that we were given?
I nod my head yes again from the pocket.
All right, point your face in the direction we should be going.
I'm going to just crawl out of your pocket.
All right.
And I go straight over. So there's a door in the front, and then there's a door to the right.
So the room you came out of didn't really have a door, and neither does the room to your right as you walk down the hallway. But there is a door at the very end of the hallway that is closed.
Oh, we might as well look into this room then.
Sure.
Right? I look into the room.
Okay, you look in the room, and what you notice is that it looks similar in size to the one you were just in, but instead of a bunch of barrels, there's a bunch of like pots full of dirt. There are a bunch of like tools, like you see like a spade and a shovel. You see a rake. There's like a bunch of little containers full of what look like seeds, and you see what looks like some fencing at the back. You see some shears, yeah, and you do see a few barrels. They're full of oats.
It's a weird room. All right, should we go on to the dungeon?
Yeah. I'm over by the doorway.
All right.
What do you guys do? You just walk in?
No. I'm gonna put my ear up to the door and see if I can hear anything.
All right, roll I guess this would be you're trying to perceive what they're saying, so roll a perception roll.
I got an 8.
You can hear a bunch of voices.
There are people on the other side.
You cannot make out what they're saying.
Can someone make out what they're saying?
I could, but I don't know how helpful that would be to everyone. I could try.
Oh yeah, you're not that helpful. You're
Not
not that
yet.
helpful if you can't talk.
Somebody's got to let me into this room so I can go find Denethen.
Yeah, well, I don't know how close these guards are.
Steve, you could try if you want to.
Try and hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Sure. 9.
Okay. You notice the same thing, really.
Ted, aren't you gonna listen in too? It's what we're all doing.
Sure. He puts his ear to the keyhole this time, or near the doorknob, and he rolled a 16. So he hears something, and he comes back to you guys, and he says, "Yeah, I guess my ears are better than you fools, but I can hear. Sounds like at least 4 or 5 different people, and they're kind of making fun of each other. One of them made a joke about the other's hair. It was kind of mean.
Alright, I open the door.
You just open the door.
Yep.
Is
Okay.
it locked?
It's not locked. You open the door, and
Maybe it's
immediately,
stupid.
I'm gonna scurry in and to a side, so I'm hopefully
Okay.
not seen.
While I open the door, I'm laughing with them. Ha 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 ha.
immediately 5 guards
Wait, but you're the prisoner. Why are you opening the door?
Are-
Oh no!
no longer laughing. They're all
Guys.
staring at you in a ninja costume.
Alright, I look back at my guard.
Steve,
Say, "Hey, where are we going, guard? Where are you taking me? Steve? Guard?
guard Steve. No.
Oh my god.
Where did Isaiah go?
Hi, I want to
Steve.
go get a banana.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Well, while you were gone, I opened the door,
Sorry, a
I
banana.
know.
got
I heard
swarmed by guards, and
I
I
heard
looked
that.
back to you and said, "Where are we going?"
Well, we're going to the tax collection prison. Which, do any of you guys know where that is?
Steve, is your face still a dragon's face?
Well, what else am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I
Well-
could illusion it.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Wait, what are the
You're
other
the
people?
first dragonborn to be a guard here, aren't
What are
you?
the other people?
Aren't you telling me that on our way?
You can make your face look like it's not a dragon face for 1 minute, which would mean you
Wait.
have 1 minute for this.
Are any of them like gnomes or things? Or are they just humans?
They're all human.
Uh,
Actually, realizing that every guard you've met so far has been a human. Penny, Bill, Leon, and Landis were all humans. All 5 of the people that are standing in this room are humans.
okay, so I'm gonna make my face human.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna make my face Ted's face. Well, close to it, at least.
Okay, so it looks like you're almost twins.
We have.
Ted and Cookie walk in with, or Ted and Steve walk in with Cookie. Cookie walked in first, which was a little alarming to the guards, but I'm gonna say that Ted quickly grabbed your arms behind your back. And all their hands went to the hilts of their swords. One has a bow he went to grab. So they're all eyeing you with their hands, their weapons at the ready. What you see in this room is it's 10 feet by 10 feet. There's a little card table on the right hand side, which 3 of the guards are sitting at. They've all stood up from their seats. There is one guy standing all the way in the back against a door, and another guy standing towards the left against another door. And they look at you and they say, "What are you? Who are you guys? And what are you doing? What with that ninja? What are you guys doing?"
Well, he didn't pay his tax.
My name is Withered Surprised Cookie.
You got a tax prisoner.
Yes.
I thought I could pay my taxes, but I lost all of my gold when I was fighting sharks.
Okay, and why are you wearing a ninja costume?
That's all I got, because I don't have a lot of money. Can't afford
One
anymore.
of the guys that's sitting at the table walks over to you and looks you up and down, and looks both of you guys up and down, and then he looks at the pig and he says, "Why you have a pig?
That's my pig.
Your pig came with you to the jail?"
Well, that's what the guard said was the thing that they do with the pig. They bring
No,
it
he
with us.
didn't.
Well, then why did you bring it with us?
I'm
Well,
spinning my
well,
thumbs
you
and
were-
hoping
you were-
I
that-
was saying, we could
You were
just
like-
leave the pig at home, but you said we should take it with us
No.
as
You
payment.
were like,
hoping that they move a little faster.
Thieva, what
You're
did you?
oh, we
What
should
are you
take the
doing?
pig. We should take
What are you
the pig
doing
to
in
this
this moment,
place.
Thieva?
Well, I had run over. I want to see what the rest of the room, if I can find a way to the stubs.
Are you? Which way did you go?
Cool.
So there's a door straight
Ahead
ahead
and
and a
a door
door
to
to your
the
left. There's a person by each door.
They're both open.
They're both closed.
Okay. I go.
Do a perception roll, Thieva. You got a 4. The doors are closed.
Great. Okay. So I go around the back here behind the table to try to get to this door to see if I can.
Which door?
The back door.
So all the way in the back of the room.
Yes. to see if I can see under or hear under. Perceive behind the door.
Roll a stealth check. You're gonna have to pass by 2 guards to get there.
20.
Wow.
Okay.
That's whatever I have.
Okay. You sneak behind them. They don't notice you because I guess they're paying more attention to the people that just came in. You get to the back door. You notice there's a gap between the bottom of the door and the ground.
Is it a big enough gap for me to fit through?
You're not sure.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, you can do it.
gonna first look and listen, see if I can see under it. Slash
Okay.
hear anything. Doing a perception, I assume.
Yep.
11.
It's dark. You can't really make out anything.
I do have dark vision.
Yeah, she said that the rat specifically had dark vision.
So you look under this door and you see straight ahead is indeed what looks like a few metal bars. You can't make out if there's anyone in it. You can't make out if you can hear anything. You can't really hear over what everyone speaking.
Fair. Okay, I'm gonna try to squeeze through.
Okay, I'd say that is going to be a straight up dexterity check to see if you can.
Really? Dexterity?
Well, maybe rats are dexterous. Your dexterity is +0.
Okay.
That's honestly better.
Roll your dexterity. I'm gonna hop back to you guys. Who does this? You got a 6?
Yeah.
You get stuck halfway in. Okay. Now it is back to you guys. So this guard just asked. Okay, you have a pig, and you are claiming that you brought it, and that was
Can I
what.
do a perception check to see? I don't know where Theeva went. I'm trying to see where she went. While
Okay.
this is all happening.
Okay. She was very stealthy, so it's actually gonna be pretty hard for you to notice. But go ahead and roll a perception check. You roll a 7.
Rolling it. A 7.
Yeah, you don't. You're looking around
crap.
a little
Which
bit,
way are we gonna go?
but you don't have any idea which way she went.
You're too
Okay.
good at being sneaky.
The guards are like, well, yeah, I don't think we're gonna put a pig in the pen. We can, I'm sure we can just slaughter this pig. Yeah, we could just eat it.
No.
No, yeah, I think that's
This
Yeah.
prisoner does not want it to be eaten.
the guy that came up to you guys. He looks at you, Steve, and he's like, "What are you, a new guy?
Yes. How do you
Well,
know?
the way you're talking to me,
Oh,
I decide what happens with the prisoners."
you do?
Hey, didn't you say it was your first day on the job?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his first day on the job. Give him a break.
Wait, why is a prisoner being nice to me? Are prisoners supposed to be nice?
Well, let's get something straight, new guy. When you're in here, I'm running the place. When you're out there, you do whatever you want.
Oh,
In this room, what I say goes, and what I say is we're slaughtering the pig.
Hey, what did that pig eat earlier today? Was it a piece of rotting meat? I feel like it's got to have some gas by now, right?
I have not forgotten. What do you do?
you know what? I think the pig's gonna just fart.
You aren't controlling the pig because you're not in combat, though at this rate you will be very soon. Steve, what do you do? The one of the guards gets up and goes to grab the pig.
Um,
I'm gonna pick up the pig with my
You can't.
unbound hands.
That is bound your hands behind you. He's not going to let go.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and
Ted's like looking
lean
back and forth at you guys, like, guys, what are you doing?
on.
Steve, what do you
He's trying to decide.
do?
All right, I guess I've got no choice. I use magic mouth on the pig. So, the pig starts talking. Says, "What are you trying to do to me?"
I'm gonna go like, "Ah!"
Okay.
Don't you know I'm the famous talking pig?
All right. So you need a gesture to do this. How are you doing that gesture with your hands bound?
Oh, it's too bad because I can't do it.
Okay.
Wait, so the pig did not talk?
The pig did not talk, and I think at this point, the one of the guards bends down and picks up Steve Jr. Steve Jr., roll a Constitution saving throw.
I really hope he farts. Steve Jr. got an 8.
Okay. With an 8, Steve Jr.'s face contorts a little bit. You see him, like, he starts oinking, but not in the way that it's like he's ready. He wants to get on with the grasp of this person. What is that noise?
Noah wafers.
Oh my gosh. Steve Jr.'s face contorts, and then he lets out, "It's not a fart. It is worse." And it goes all over the floor.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The guard's
And
like,
I really think by now my dragon face should show up.
yeah, I think it's true. He's like, "What the?" And he drops the pig.
Hello.
It smells terrible, and your face becomes a dragon.
That's sort of my pig. I smile.
At this point, roll initiative. You have a surprise round because of the pig farting.
Cool.
You didn't have to fight these guys.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, I didn't know what to do.
Ted didn't do anything. What the heck?
Well, while I do this, can I keep doing what I was doing?
I know. I'm gonna stalk and grasp Ted once we're finished with this.
My arms are bound. I'm just going to fall to the side and pretend that
Your arms
I'm not a
aren't
part of this.
bound. Ted is holding your arms, and at this point,
He's let go.
lets you go.
Can I try to push myself the rest of the way to the door?
You can on your turn.
Ugh.
Everyone roll initiative.
I got a 2.
I got a 3.
Oh no.
Isaiah got a 3.
Oh no, guys.
What
This is
does
really bad?
What does the rat get?
I got 2.
Oh no. Well, all of us are gonna have a
How'd
disadvantage.
Ted do?
Ted got a 12.
Of course he did.
What did Steve Jr. get?
A 9.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, none of you are going first.
Well, we got a surprise round, didn't we?
Yeah, didn't we?
Oh, true. You guys got a surprise round. I will also need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw, except for Steve Jr. And you got to
Okay.
beat a 12.
15. Cookie got a 2.
I got a 2. Yep.
Okay.
I'll just
Bad.
die outright.
Got a 7.
So it is Ted's turn first. He isn't sure what to do because your face just turned into a dragon face.
Well, we
And-
should fight them.
He doesn't think he wants to fight 5 guards, so he drops the prisoner, being Cookie, and steps to the side toward the other guards and pulls his sword towards you guys.
Seriously? I am so gonna shock and grasp him. Like, more than
Don't
one
grasp
time
him.
now.
No, I think this is a good strategy. So who's next? Is it?
It's Steve Jr.'s turn.
I'll do my charge.
Who's he charging at? The guard that tried to pick him up?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
22.
Oh, he slams into this guy. Roll your damage.
Nice.
Okay, 1d6 plus 1. 3.
Okay. He gets knocked back a few steps.
Man, I have nothing good in my pocket. Everything I have is crap. A lock of hair.
Oh my gosh.
I have a gold helmet.
Lock of hair.
I have a stone ear from a statue.
Okay, so this guy you just hit gets knocked back a little bit, so now he's back here. Okay, now it is Steve's turn.
Okay. How far are they away from me?
There's one that's right in front of you. He's the head guy. Everyone's within range. It's like a 6-foot, it's like a 10-foot by 10-foot room.
I'll use my, Thunderbolt.
You're also, just to let you know, even though you're in initiative and you're technically in combat, you can always try and get out of combat. You can always run away. You can always try and talk to them.
We should definitely do that.
etc.
Nah,
You don't have
no,
to
we
be
don't do that.
We're gonna die. There's like 100% chance that we're gonna die. These are like fully garbed guards versus us.
Yeah, you went right into the lion's mouth.
Well, yeah, but how are we supposed to convince them about anything?
Listen,
Probably
I've
not
got-
what you did.
Did you just attack someone?
They were not yet, but they wanted to kill my pig.
We can convince them that this is a misunderstanding.
How, mister?
Just leave it to me. You do whatever you want to do. I'll take care of it on my turn.
Is it possible for me to do nothing? How about I'm gonna run towards Theeva, and if actually
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
Cookie.
You should have noticed where Theeva is. Okay, you run towards Cookie, who like leaped onto the ground.
And I'm gonna. What's that thing where you like ready something?
Yeah, you can say a triggering condition. Say like you want to punch if someone tries to punch you, or you want to throw a stool at someone if they.
If someone tries to attack me or Theeva, I'm gonna shock and grasp them.
Okay, you or Cookie.
Yeah, you're me
Alright,
and Cookie.
you'll
Or
fight back.
Ted. Actually,
Okay.
Ted's trying to kill us. Never mind.
Okay, You move towards your former prisoner and you ready an attack if they try and attack you. Sounds good. It's now There's now Cookie's turn.
All right, I leap onto the table and I shout, "Hey, listen up! Stop what you're doing.
They're listening. You have a few more seconds of speech to
This
say.
is all a misunderstanding. I'm an entertainer." And I take out my bagpipes and I start to play.
Oh no, that's like the worst possible thing that you could have done to them.
Okay, roll.
And now we're gonna win because
Performance Cookie, but you have disadvantage because of the pig.
All right, I got a 16.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, you play the bagpipes. It's convincing. You know 5 notes now from your last practice. What song do you play?
That's a good castle song. I'm going to play Frere Jacques.
You can play the intro to Into the Hall of the Mountain King. That's 5
Oh,
notes.
yeah. Yeah, I'll play that.
Okay, just the first.
How's that go?
Do 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 do. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you play that on your bagpipes. Okay.
I mean, I really hope you convince them.
So I'll give you this. Steve and Steve Jr., they're distracted. They're watching Cookie. If you want to get away, I'll give you that since you readied an action. I'll give you the option to dip out of the room.
Do it. I was supposed to go to the dungeon anyway.
Oh no.
Get out of here and save me later.
No, we don't need another person to save.
Yes, do it.
Why do we even need to save this Delvin guy? I forgot. It's been like
You guys felt bad.
5 months.
His brother misses him. Look, I'll try and get some information while I'm there.
Well, also we have Ted, who seems to have worked his way in with the guards convincingly enough. So
I can salvage this.
Steve,
I put my hands up.
Steve, do you dip out or are you still in the room?
I'm still in the room.
Okay.
Get out of here. I yell. Run away, come on.
We don't need another person to save.
Hide in the hay, please.
Steve, I will say you look like a dragonborn, and they immediately drew their weapons when you looked like a dragonborn. They're gonna try and kill you if you stay.
They're either gonna murder you or they're going to arrest you and bring you
I'll
in.
leave with any of the mice in the room.
I'm stuck in a door and I haven't gotten a chance to get myself out yet. So
I'm sure that'll resolve
I'm
it.
still gonna leave with any mice.
okay.
Okay.
No matter if they're Theeva or not. Because I can't really tell.
You dip out the room through the back, through where you came in, and all the mice in the room, all 17 of them follow you in a little neat line. And you're out. Okay, it is Theeva's turn.
I am going to try to push myself the rest of the way through the door.
Go ahead, roll a dexterity roll. See if you get your bum through. You got a 6 again?
Dana, have you ever rolled higher than a 10?
You're running with your front legs and your back legs, like comically, like trying to move, and you move.
4, actually.
You move nowhere.
Okay.
It's +0 because you're a rat, not a.
Oh, that's right.
You move nowhere.
Oh, God.
But you're inside now. Your head is, and you can see a little bit more.
Okay, what do I see?
You can see that from your vantage point, you see it looks like this hallway is massive. You can make out like there's a cell right in front of you. There's a cell to your left. There's a cell to your right. But it looks like it continues both directions.
Mm-hmm.
To your right, you hear like some murmuring, but you can't make out what it is. You can see a figure laying on the ground in the cell in front of you, but you can't make out who it is or like what kind of person it is. And that's it.
Huh.
Now it's the head guard's turn. He is
Extremely angry.
looking at you, Cookie, and he like points to the other guards and he says, "I think you gotta throw him in the clinker."
What's the clinker?
Even though that was such a beautiful rendition of the introduction to the Hall of the Mountain King, one of my personal favorites, we're gonna need to confiscate that, and you're gonna have to go sit in the clinker for a bit.
I signal to him that I'll cooperate. I say, yes, I'll cooperate. And I drop all of my stuff and I get off the table.
But what's a clinker?
And I cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
which is an invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at my command. I'm going to use it to carry my stuff off the table to the side of the room.
Okay. Are you trying to do this sneakily?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like whisper under your breath to make some weird hand signals, and you're trying to sneakily get the servant to take your stuff into the side of the room. Can you roll a stealth roll? This is for your servant, not for yourself. But since you're conjuring it, I'd say you're trying to be sneaky.
All right. I got a perfect 20.
Yeah, you succeed.
Nice.
Where do you put it?
I put it here. On my way out the door, I'm going to have it go out out here.
You're not going that direction, but you can make your servant go that direction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the servant's going to bring it this way.
Cool. So you drop your stuff right outside the room. No one notices. The head servant, he turns around. He notices that Steve's gone. He's like, "Oh, drat! Boys, handle this. I'll be back." And he moves to leave to follow where Steve went, and that's his turn. You're not quite out of initiative yet, but you're close. But all the guards are just bringing you into the cell room. So you walk into this room, Cookie.
Hold up. So when I open the door, does anything happen?
I'm getting to that.
Oh no!
The door opens, and I want you to do a dexterity saving roll to see basically if your head gets squished or not.
Oh god.
So the door clonks you on the head, and you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And why'd you pick such a fat animal?
It's my
Why'd
role.
you pick a fat rat?
I said you should be a giant centipede.
She rolled a 2.
I mean, I don't think it would have changed much of anything. I have not rolled higher than a 4, a 6. I haven't rolled higher than a 6.
One of the guards notices you, Theeva, and tries to kick you. It's like, got a rat again, guys. What's your AC as a rat?
12.
Okay, he misses you, and you're able to scurry a little bit out of the way. And you see a bunch of cells, Cookie. I'd say they line the back wall. You want to say there's like maybe a dozen cells back here. But they quickly turn you to the right, and you go into another door. In this room, there's a big cell. And inside the cell, there are 2 dwarves and a goblin. And they throw you in. And now it's Steve Jr.'s turn.
Wait, why are there goblins there?
There's one goblin.
Are they
I really
prisoners?
hope you pick up my stuff. Just
Steve,
saying.
you pick up his stuff.
Wait, are the guards gone?
You are outside the room.
Are the
You
guards?
see an unseen servant pops out with all of Cookie's stuff and throws it on the ground. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna grab that
Thank you.
and bring it and just bring it with me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab the Tinker's kit and put it in my bag. Do I even have a bag?
No.
Do I even have a bag?
Oh, talk about worthless sacrifice.
What? I want a Tinker's kit.
Best thing that could have ever happened. Thank you, Isaiah. Okay, Steve, you hear the head guard say, "Drat," and start moving towards the door. You also feel yourself yanked, and someone's pulling you. And you get yanked. I don't think you're expecting it, so you get yanked back into the food storage room, and you look, and it's Bill.
Oh, phew.
Thank goodness, Bill.
And Bill is like, "I know why you're here, but you're not doing a good job." And he
They tried to steal my pig.
he pulls up his sleeve, and there's a little bear tattooed on his forearm, and he pulls it back, and he says, "I'm gonna help you, but there's a lot of damage control I need to do." And he really quickly uncovers the ladder, and he says, "Hide in here really quick. Go. Bring the pig." Do you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the pig.
He covers the barrel back. He walks back into the hallway.
Well, now I'm probably gonna get picked up for trash.
Picked up for trash. I'd say now you guys are out of initiative.
Oh.
Congratulations, you didn't die.
Excellent.
Oh. Thank goodness for Bill.
Okay. So a few things happen now. Bill runs into the head guard in the hallway. Do you roll a perception roll? I want to see how much of this you can make out.
Okay, perception.
Ted's also going to roll a perception roll to see if you can hear any of this.
10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. And Ted got a 14. Or no, he didn't. He got a 12. So you hear a few snippets, and so will Ted. You, Steve, hear the head guard asking about Dragonborn, and you don't hear Bill's response. But you hear the head guard swearing that he saw a Dragonborn, and then you hear the head guard walk past your room. So he is not looking in your room, but it does sound like he walks down the hallway and up the stairs. Ted hears the same thing. Now, Theeva, you're in this hallway.
The hallway.
With a bunch of-
Theeva's still in a completely different spot.
And Cookie, you are in the holding cell. So, Cookie,
Nice.
start with you. You're locked in this holding cell, and you...
Wait, I still want to know what that thing was.
The goblin?
It was like whatever they called the cell.
Clinker.
Yeah, the clanker.
That's the slang term for jail.
Yeah, because the doors clink when you shut them.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're in this holding cell, and you look around, Cookie, and there are two dwarves. Do a history roll. This is like to remember, see if you remember these guys.
Well, no, first I'm going to say, what's up, boys?
Okay, you say, what's up, boys?
And I'll do a history roll.
Roll a history roll.
13.
But yeah, you remember them. You remember them that these are the dwarves that were sitting at the bar talking with Theeva in Quagstone a long, long time ago.
Wow, all the way back in Quagstone.
Wasn't that where this entire thing started?
You remember that Theeva mentioned to you that she might have incited a rebellion?
Theeva did?
Yep.
Wait, what?
With the dwarves?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, did you try and storm the castle too? Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth,
Some lady convinced us that would be the right idea, so we stormed, we stormed the castle. It
Hey.
was not the right idea.
she did that to me too.
Same
Don't
lady.
worry. I think
She
something's
went
happened to
around
her.
fighting rebellions.
Don't worry. I think she's changed dramatically. Very recently.
The goblin looks up at you and he's like, Smee is sad.
What did he say? Mean sand?
Smee is sad.
Oh, Smee? Why are you sad?
He grabs you by the arm. He says, Smee did nothing wrong.
Oh.
Smee was thrown in jail.
Oh, you're a good goblin.
They told Smee he stole gold and silverware.
Oh no. You don't belong here.
Smee didn't steal gold and silverware.
What did you steal instead?
Smee only steals food when he needs it.
That's probably the saddest story I've ever heard.
Can you help Smee?
Yeah, I can help you.
Theeva, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start checking the cells.
Okay.
Did you not see like me move? Me get moved? Or you probably did, right?
I saw you.
She noticed what happened. Yeah.
I just am also trying to figure out where Delvin is. I know where you are.
Okay, where do you look? I'll give you like 2 or 3 cells you can look in before we move back to Steve.
I'm gonna look in how many? There's 7 across here.
There's like a dozen.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say there's 12. There's 12 cells.
I'm gonna just start checking in this over here.
Tell me which number. 1 through 12, 1 being at the very left, 12 being at the very right.
I will do 1 through 4.
Okay, which one are you checking first?
1.
Okay, good guess. You walk into 1 and you squeeze in with your little rat body. You don't have to check this. You can fit between the bars pretty easily. And in the corner, lying on the ground, looks like asleep, is a dwarf.
Oh my gosh.
Is it him?
Yeah.
Is our man?
Yeah. I'm
You
like,
found your man,
You want me
but
to-
he's asleep, and you're a rat.
Oh.
So what do you do?
On your first guess.
nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Lick his ear.
yeah.
Like the inside of his ear.
Lick his
They
ear.
do in movies.
What's the floor look like?
It is stone. This whole thing's stone. Everywhere you look is stone walls, stone floor. It's a castle dungeon, but this floor itself is like dusty. It has some random like crumbs and stuff. Not like edible crumbs for him, but maybe you could eat one if you wanted to. There's a bucket in the corner. You can guess what he's using that for. Up at the top of the cell, and this is like 12 feet up, is a tiny window, barred window.
Okay. Where did the guards go that put Cookie in jail?
2 of the guards walked Cookie into the jail cell, and they're walking back. I feel like they're still in the hallway. They haven't quite gotten back to...
Okay. I'm going to try to follow them so that way I can steal their keys.
Okay. You notice that...
One of them had to have keys. They put them in there.
That the guard that put... There's one... Do a perception roll if you're trying to look at these guards. So you run right back out of the cell?
Yeah, I don't wake them up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You rolled
a 6.
Yeah, you like squint, but you can't tell which one had a key, what the keys look like. You don't know.
I need to... How am I rolling so badly?
All right, Steve, let's go back to you.
Okay. In the bucket.
Bill comes back, and this time Ted's with him. He moves aside the barrel. He crawls down into that secret room below with you, and he's like, "All right, a few things. First of all, I don't know what you guys are trying to do in the dungeon, but that was a terrible idea. There's so many guards there. I'm surprised you didn't die. Second of all, I don't know if you've realized this, but being a dragonborn is pretty suspicious. You gotta figure out something with your face. The third thing, why were you in the dungeon? Let's just start there."
Because... Wait, why didn't you ask Ted this?
I'm asking both of you right now.
Oh. Well, we were trying to
to
rescue a friend. Now we have 2 friends to rescue.
Okay. I can get your one friend out of jail, but I can't get the other one. I imagine which one's your friend?
Which one?
I know Cookie.
Oh,
I assume he's the one in the ninja costume with the peg leg.
yeah.
Yeah. Who else are you trying to save?
We're trying to save someone named Delvin.
Okay. Well, if it's not Fred or Brock or Smee, only the head guard has the keys for those cells. So.
Who's Smee?
Oh, he's a goblin.
Oh.
Yeah, he got picked up for some petty theft. He stole some gold and silverware, I guess. He complains about it every day.
What does he?
You can't go
How
around
does he complain about it?
He just keeps saying that he didn't do it, but that's what they all say.
What does he say that he did?
He says he doesn't do anything, like everyone in this jail.
Hmm.
Anyway, I can get Cookie out under the explanation that I'm going to bring him to Delworth to decide what to do with him, but so I can get you guys out of here and into the castle proper. I would suggest that getting the guards out of the dungeon is the best way to break a friend out of the dungeon. Don't tell anyone I told you this, but the task that you have agreed to, which Penny told me about, I think
what did we agree to?
You know.
Yeah.
I forget.
No, you don't. And I think that something like that would probably cause a ruckus.
Hey, Ted!
Yeah.
What did we agree to?
We took a dagger, kind of agreed to kill the Lord, I think.
We did?
Yep.
I don't know why we did that.
we also joined a cult.
We also almost had my pig die.
So Bill's like, I think you need a better plan for your pig and also for your face. And he's like, I'm going to go get Cookie, but I'm not going to bring him to Delworth, like I say. I'm going to bring him down here. And this is going to be really risky for me. So this is probably the last thing I can do to help you guys.
I hope this goes well for you.
Okay, thank you. Cookie, are you doing anything more in this holding cell?
Seems to never go well for us.
I'm talking to the dwarves.
Okay, what are you saying?
I picked up a deck of cards off the table. What was in the pack
Um,
anyways. So I'm trying to play cards with them.
You snuck a deck of cards?
Yep.
Okay. The pack was empty. They were in the middle of a game.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, there was a pile in the middle of the table.
Okay.
That's what I took. It's incomplete, for
You
sure.
grab this card pile. I'm going to figure out how many cards are in there. Okay. There are 8 cards in that pile.
We're playing Texas Hold'em with
Okay.
one hand.
I think only one person can play at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's winning?
Smee.
You?
Smee's
You're
like,
winning?
Smee never wins. Smee's so happy for once.
Because you're the only person playing Smee. Don't get too excited.
Fred's like, that goblin's cheating.
Don't be mean to him.
I know that goblin's cheating.
I deal exactly 1 card to Fred. Say, this is the last one. Good luck.
Two. He's like, yeah! I needed a king. Smee wins again! He takes the pot that you've collected. It's like a few pieces of bread. Gobbles them up. We're like, oh my gosh, we're so hungry. At this point, the door opens, and it is Bill. And everyone's like clamoring to go get out. And Bill's like, no, 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 no. He like pulls out his sword and waves everyone away. He's like, I want the ninja guy. Ninja, you're coming with me.
Bill, I think these dwarves could be useful.
He yanks you out and elbows you pretty hard in the side, and he says, you don't know me.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You're terrible at this name. Okay, I don't know you. Okay? You happy now?
Can you leave this door open a crack?
No. I can't. He closes the door, locks it, and he leads you out, and he looks at the guard. He gives them a head nod, and he's like, yeah, I'm figuring this out. We don't know what to do with this guy, but Delworth will know why he's here. And they all like kind of mutter to each other, like, oh, he's bringing him up to Delworth? Like, I think that's even possible. But they let him go. And then you get led back into that room again where you see Steve and Ted. And he gives you the same spiel he just gave them. Theeva, what are you up to?
I'm trying to get the key.
Okay. What do you do?
I followed the guards. I don't know where they went.
They're all in this room again. They're all like standing in the middle of the room chatting with each other, talking about what just happened.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see the rat?
Okay, you can do, retcon a perception check as you're being let out.
I've been looking around for it for a while. Alright, I got a 9.
You got a 9.
You don't see her.
Wow.
Do I notice them walking out?
Yeah, you hear them. You hear, like, Cookie.
Where am I in relation? I'm just trying to figure out where.
You're on the opposite side of the hallway.
Do I notice the rat?
So they're in the hallway chatting, the guards?
No, the guards are in the original room with the card table.
But I followed them.
I got a 15.
Okay, so you slink in that room following the guards. Cookie, you didn't notice before she did that. But you did, I guess you see Bill go in.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I go in too, right?
And yeah, Theeva, you notice Cookie and Bill get led through this room out the other side.
She's probably like, did Cookie go to jail?
Alright, I don't know where the rat is, but I'm just going to point at the guard that opened the door for me.
Okay, that's, one of the 4 guards he points at.
That guy?
That guy has a set of keys of some sort.
Do I see him?
Do a perception roll. Cookie, are you just like...
I don't understand.
She rolled a 2. She doesn't.
I
Get this guard. I can't find the rat, and the rat can't see me pointing.
I'm not rolling your bad rolls.
I haven't gotten anything higher than a 6. I don't understand. Is this weighted? What's happening here?
I'm rolling pretty good with it.
Okay.
You should roll on roll 20.
Jeez. All right.
So, Theeva, what are you doing? At this point, the party's all together except for you.
Yeah. All right.
Are you gonna try and steal a key?
No, I know better than to try to steal the keys with 4 guards in the room. So I'm gonna kind of slink along the outside wall and tuck down the hallway.
All right. Do a stealth roll to see if the guards noticed you.
Another 6.
Okay, yeah, one of the guards noticed you as they're trying to come by. He's like, oh, that rat again, and tries to kick you.
I want to make sure.
But he misses you again.
Good.
You're able to kind of skitter out of the way, and you run out the room, and he's like, yeah, good riddance.
Great.
You can go bother the kitchen or something. So you follow Bill. So now you're all in this room together.
And I'm gonna turn back into myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let everyone know Delvin is in the first cell in that hall that you were just in, Cookie. He's by himself. There's no one else in the cell, but we have to get a key to get him out. Or we have to break.
Are you addressing me? Am I? Oh, am I with Bill? Yeah, I'm in the right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you turn back from a rat, and Bill's like, wah! Whoa!
Oh, Bill's still in here?
Holy cow!
Sorry.
Yeah, Bill's still in here. And he's like, yeah, actually, I do have to go. They'll fill you in. But, yeah, be a little sneakier and a little smarter. And don't be dragons. Bye.
Hey, Steve, did you happen to grab my stuff?
Of course not.
What?
Steve,
What's that extra bag you're carrying?
Yeah, your pockets are like.
Oh, come on.
A bit like my bag.
So do you give his stuff back, Steve?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
but I don't know if he'll realize that his Tinker's kit is gone.
Did you say that aloud?
No, I didn't. Of course, I didn't say that aloud.
Okay.
Why did I say that aloud?
I have a quick spell question for you,
Mhm.
Tim. Pass without trace for the duration each creature you choose within 30 feet. So they have to stay within 30 feet of me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so here's my thought. We need to bust Delvin out, which means either we need to get the keys, which seems tricky. All of those guards are in there, or we need to break the door open somehow.
They filled you in that the keys are with the head guard.
Oh, that's
and that
right.
the head guard is hunting for a dragonborn.
Great. So we're not going to get the keys, so we got to break open the door somehow.
How are we gonna get back over there?
I can do it as a rat, but then I won't be able to be a rat again.
So let's just do the same thing as last time.
No, thank you.
Not again.
I'll reiterate this point that Bill said you should probably cause a distraction somewhere in the castle to get the guards out. That was his suggestion. You don't have to do that, but the bulk of the guards that are in the castle are in this room guarding the dungeon.
Oh dang! I can do a distraction. I'll just give myself Long Strider, get their attention, and then run away.
That is a really bad idea.
I think, okay, so
There's also an entire castle that you can explore, and maybe that'll help you come up with an idea.
Oh, so should we go up the stairs? You think? Maybe
I
we should.
just, we don't.
I'm just letting you know some information that I guess you haven't thought about.
So my concern with that though is like we can't just be walking around. We're gonna like
Why not?
because we already know that if they see Steve and Steve Jr., we're gonna have an issue.
Well, I just realized I have a diplomat's costume. I didn't even know it, but it's in my diplomat's pack.
You have a diplomat costume?
Wait, what's that?
I've had a diplomat's pack in my backpack for a long time now, and it has a set of fine clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should change.
That might be a good idea.
All right.
Now you're a diplomat.
Okay,
But what do you think I should do?
right.
I'm a big dragon, and Diva is a badger. Actually, she's a rat.
I'm a rat.
I'm looking at all your guys' spells and what you are carrying. You have a disguise kit? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me neither. I
You
never
have a disguise kit?
declared what the disguise
I'm
is.
sorry. We're trying to figure out what to do, and we have a disguise kit that we haven't
Okay,
looked into.
Cookie. It's a pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props that lets you create disguises that change your physical appearance.
Guys,
I've had that for a while too. I just didn't do anything with it.
Why not?
this is incredibly problematic.
Why not? Can I please have one of these disguises?
Yeah.
How about you give me like a
disguise,
human disguise?
Go ahead, Cookie. Turn him into a human with his face paint.
But why would I do that? This is mine.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe if he gave me my bag as soon as I got in here, I'd feel a little bit more positively about this.
Oh my gosh.
Out of control.
In fact, while I was rummaging through my bag to get the diplomat's kit out, I noticed I'm missing my Tinkerer's kit.
Oh wait, you are?
You announced that to the group?
Oh
Yes.
wait, that didn't fit in your bag.
Steve, what do you say to that?
It didn't fit in your bag. I have it right here. I go into my bag and hand him a Tinker's kit.
Oh, you give it back.
Aha, thank you. Alright, I'll make you into a human.
Okay.
I'm sure that'll be easy.
You can make you can make a disguise. You can try to disguise both Cookie or Theeva and Steve. You're gonna have to do an intelligence check to see how good you are at making this disguise.
Alright, let's see.
What
here.
else do you have in there?
I've got all sorts of stuff. I've got a lock of hair from an
What?
admirer.
Forgot you took
I
that.
have a leather armor. I think that's on. Backplate.
Rule his ear.
Yeah, a gold helmet, a hammer, a wood block.
Wait, what do you ever do with your suitcase?
Oh yeah, that's in. I guess that's in my pocket too. Let me.
Wait, what's in your pocket?
uh, did you
My
give?
pockets are pretty similar to Animal Crossing.
I thought you gave the gold helmet to Sebastian.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
I think you got rid of the gold helmet.
All right, so intelligence. Let's see here.
Yep, do an intelligence roll.
Not a performance roll.
No, I did look this up. I was curious, but it's intelligence.
All right, well, I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay, someone can help out Cookie, and that'll give him some advantage.
Yeah, maybe Ted should help me out since he is a human. Oh,
Okay.
he's not here, is he? Is he?
That's a human.
Is he here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Well, we all know that Ted's a human, Tim.
he left with Bill. Like Bill
Okay.
was like, "Come on, new guy, follow me. Like we're gonna clear some stuff up with the boss."
Gotcha.
So yeah, Ted helps you out. He's like, you're like doing it. And he's like, no. That's not what a human nose looks like. No. No, the eyebrows go above the eyes. Roll advantage.
Wait, do gnome noses?
Roll again then.
What?
Yeah, you just roll again.
Where do gnome noses go?
Well, this time I got a 17.
Okay, so I'm gonna write that down so that we remember.
That small change really made it look a lot better. Thanks, Ted.
Yeah, the eyebrows go above the eyes. So here's how that'll work. When you are acting suspiciously and someone becomes suspicious of you, they will roll a perception check. And that if they roll above a 17, they'll know you're disguised. Otherwise, they won't.
Oh, cool.
Also, did you guys see my new costume? I found a picture of a gnome with a peg leg in a diplomat's costume.
No, you did not.
No way.
No, you didn't. Nope. I just know that he didn't. Well, I know that he did.
That's
But
incredible. That's so perfect.
I need to see this gnome with a peg leg.
So you are passable humans now.
Except for me.
You're a gnome diplomat, and the rest of them are guards.
I think he needs a human face mask.
For me?
I think you guys need to come up with the story behind who this diplomat is and why is he here in the middle of the night and what's he here for?
Wait, are we still in a prison?
You're back.
Yeah,
You're back underground in that secret room that you entered into the castle through, into the food storage room.
So, what is your what's your backstory there?
Yeah, what's your backstory, Cookie?
Oh boy. I'm better at coming up with crazy stories. It'll have to be a crazy story.
I'm gonna be a guard assigned to keeping an eye on you.
I mean, we don't know tons of places. I could be a diplomat from Quagstone, which is not an area that has that many diplomats.
Roll a history check if you want to see if you know other places.
Yeah, sure. Because I've been traveling. Haven't I been traveling around my whole life?
Yeah, you're a bard. So you've been to different places, but let's see what you roll. And tell me what kind of place you're looking for, and I'll give you the best place.
I'm looking for a place, like a city. A city similar to this one. Maybe a little smaller, because I know this one's one of the bigger ones.
Okay, are you looking for
I got a 5.
a 5? Okay. Are you looking for it to be far away, or
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up this old map that I made up a long time ago.
The Quagstone map?
Okay, so you remember that there's this island off the coast
Amazing.
of the mainland, and you know that the name Bell is in the name of the city,
Jeez.
but you can't remember what it's called.
Oh, dang. Yeah, do you guys remember the island with the city that has Bell in the title?
Have we even? I don't think we've been there.
Hey, Ted, Ted, you remember a lot in your past, don't
I'm
you?
seeing if I've ever been there.
Oh no, he doesn't. He does not, Mister.
History.
Ted should do a history check.
I'm doing a history check.
Theeva's doing a history check.
I got an 18.
Okay. With an 18, you're like, oh yeah, that island. I don't remember the one with the bell in it, but I do remember there's a city called Dongtown.
What's it called?
Dongtown? Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Dongtown.
So you are a diplomat from Dongtown.
Now, do you remember any details about Dongtown, Dana?
Do I? Do I keep this roll or do I roll?
Yeah, you keep that roll.
What do I remember?
You should ask Ted
remember-
if he remembers anything.
You've never been there. Ted does not remember anything because he has no
Why-
memory.
Why not?
He has no memories. You know that this island's kind of independent of the mainland. They have an agreement with the rest of the realm, with the realm of Alia, that they're independent. They are a big port, and a lot of ships will stop between Denethen and Alia in Dongtown.
Mm-hmm.
You also remember it's called Dongtown because bells go ding dong, and there's a ding bill in a Dongtown, and Dongtown is the capital city of this island,
Got you.
shaped like a bell.
Gotcha.
Okay. Dongtown.
Yep.
So that's all we need, right? I'm from Dongtown. I'm here to see the king.
And I guess in the meantime, are you just like
Staying the night.
viewing the castle grounds?
Yeah, getting a tour.
Okay.
I'm
Just toured the food cellar.
Okay. Last chance. Do you want to be from Dongtown or Dingville?
Well, I grew up in Dingville for sure, but I became a diplomat in Dongtown because that was the bigger city.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be in the capital.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we have a background, how do we cause a distraction enough to get all the guards away so we can break open the cell?
Oh, we could definitely like knock off my peg leg and make it seem like I'm getting like I got injured. I need help.
Excellent. Who wants to stay with Diplomat Cookie, and who wants to go and try to break Delvin out of jail?
How are we gonna get the guards' attention when they're all in the cellar?
We have to go into the hall and make a ruckus. We have to make a ruckus, obviously, outside of the dungeon. My one concern here, if I can raise it, is that they did just put you in jail. And if they see you now as a diplomat, they might have questions.
He was wearing a ninja costume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a mask on.
Very good.
There's basically no way they'll recognize me,
Cool.
even though I'm carrying the same exact stuff.
That's fair. Okay. So, Steve, do you want to go and try to break Delworth out, or do you want to help Cookie cause a ruckus?
I'm gonna help Cookie cause a ruckus. I'm not very good at breaking people out.
Okay. I am, before I leave to go do anything, going to say, please don't get yourselves put back in jail again. Last time I left you guys alone, it didn't go so well.
Yeah, but by the time you came back, it was all fine, so don't worry about it. Also, if I remember correctly, you got stuck under a door for a while.
I did, but I also found Delworth, so, I've got that going for me. I haven't been able to do a lot, but I was able to find Delworth and remember Dongtown. So,
Fair.
what does Ted want to do?
Ted's like, I think it makes sense for most of us to stay with Cookie because we're supposed to be escorting the diplomat.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.